scream and yell down the phone like it's small, and you're hungry, and turn on the charm in a way to disown like it's small, and you're looking for money, and run and ring the bell like you're threatened with hell, like it's God. You shouldn't tell. And I won't pay the price if you can't handle life. I'd rather run from home just to be alone. You gotta find a way. 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 Won't you look at your interactions? And are you fighting with the factions of your heart back from the start? And I remember a time when all I could call was mine just took me down, but I came back around. You gotta find a way. 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 Through these walls and out of your prison, you can't run from the law. You can't run, run, run from your duty. You can't run from yourself. There's no escape. You gotta find a way. 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 Through these walls and out of your prison, you can run from the law. You can run from your duty. You can run, 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 run from your prison. You can run from the law. You can run from your duty. You can run, 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 run. You gotta find a way. You gotta find a way.
Find a way.
You gotta find a way. You gotta find a way through these walls.
Homemade jam. Homemade jam.
And welcome. It is now time for not Homemade Jam, but the pick. So what's going on right now, in fact, with everybody that's here, you can just see all the people that are just above me there. They're waiting for very patiently, getting excited. We're going to get each of the artists up for the Sunday session that we're going to have at 3 p.m. this coming Sunday, which is, of course, Homemade Jam. But we're going to pit them against each other in a battle to the death. It's not actually, I lied. It's just a battle to have their song played at the start of the Homemade Jam session. And what I'm going to quickly do, though, is switch over, because you don't need to look at me. No, the person you really want to look at right now is our beautiful host that will be running the show. Please welcome the gorgeous Janice.
Oh, thank you, Ian. And good evening, everybody. Welcome along to this week's Homemade Jam, The Pick. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm sure I'll get told pretty soon if you can't. And welcome to, that was Joe Man Murphy that we were kind of secretly debuting his new single, which is coming out on Friday at the start there, but he can't join us tonight, unfortunately.
Would you like to know something exciting about that song, Janice?
Sure.
Yes. That song is not just Joe Man Murphy. It's half of the musicians on the Sunshine Coast.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, all that you got to find a way bit. He put this shout out a while ago saying, hey, would anybody like to please be on my song? And he got everybody just to send in little stems, whether it was on their phone or just like we do, like it was right across the board. And then he put it all together in the studio, and that's how you get that sort of choral effect at the end. It's genuinely lots of musicians from the Sunshine Coast. It's good, isn't it?
Couch choir.
Yeah.
Amazing. Fantastic. All right. Let's kick it off straight away tonight, folks. Let's get into it by getting to know our artists for this week. And just to let you know that if you are already online supporting your favourite artist, or if you're yet to pick who your favourite artist is and you're just a fantastic Homemade Jam Live supporter, we're going to wait until the first round, which is called Bottom of the Jar, to start the live voting. G-Dog is out in the studio awaiting with his pen to count those votes. But just for now, we're going to just get to know everybody. So I'm going to start off by going around and just getting everybody to get to know you. So first off, I'm going to go Mason Hope. Can you tell us? Yeah, good. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Mason, can you tell us some of your musical influences and your favourite gig to date?
Musical influences. Near the very start of when I first started doing music, it was people like James Taylor, Carole King, Justin Timberlake a little bit, I guess. An amazing artist from New Zealand called Marlon Williams. More recently, a freak of nature called Jacob Collier. He's pretty spectacular, and he's probably one of my major influences at the moment, songwriting and musically. And my favorite gig personally, gig I've done or a gig I've seen?
Yep.
Gig I've done.
Up to you.
Probably Hot August Night. Was it last year or the year before? I did a show in Caloundra for Hot August Night with Horizon Festival, and it was I think 5,000 to 6,000 people turn up. So,
nice.
it was big vibe.
Cool. The Hot 91 guys were telling me that you played Fire in the Sky for them.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
That was great as well.
Yeah, they were excited when they saw your name on the lineup this week.
Oh, cool.
Cool. And I know I'm going a little bit off track, but give us a quick rundown on this awesome work you're doing with Headspace, Mason.
Yeah, sure. I've worked with Headspace for a long time as what our regional Headspace calls an engagement committee member, or a youth engagement. So I guess me and the other people that are in the committee with me, we work as a youth perspective from the ages of 12 to 25 can join, so that there's a little bit of communication between a young mind and the clinicians, the psychiatrists, that kind of stuff. And we kind of try and be that middle support so that they can get a little bit of an ear on what the people that they're trying to help think at the same time. Amazing stuff. Awesome. Thanks.
Great. I was so pleased to see you involved in that.
Yeah,
beautiful. All right. Let's shoot over to Lucy. Lucy, I'm going to get you to pronounce your last name so I don't put my foot in it like I usually would.
Gallant.
How do we... Gallant.
No, Gallant.
Gallant.
Everyone in Australia.
Tonight.
Everybody says it differently. Like in Australia, everyone says gallant. But in England, everybody says gallant. So I was born in England, so I'm going to go with Gallant. But you can say it however you want.
I usually put my foot in it and say the wrong name altogether, so that's fine.
You did really well, yeah.
Okay, Lucy, can you tell us all, just so we can get to know you, the folks that don't so far, your musical influences and your favorite gig to date?
I'd say my musical influences would be Erykah Badu, Billie Holiday, Amy Winehouse, Bob Marley, Manu Chao. World music, people I met on my travels, just different countries and places I've been. And my favorite gig, I've got two favorite gigs. Well, I've done Glastonbury 2 times.
Oh, wow.
And the first time was amazing, but the second time I did it solo, and that was a big feat for me. Like, don't even know if that's the right way to say it. A big, like, step into my bravery to stand there in front of all those people and do that solo. And then last year I did Main Stage Blues Fest solo. Actually, I had 2 girls, Renee and Tamwa, come out for a couple of songs with backing vocals, but most of that gig was solo, and it was on the main stage, which was
Sick.
amazing. Yeah, that was really cool.
Fantastic. And my little tidbit of information on you that I only heard this evening, because my partner's got a bit of a, semi-crush on you, so you're his...
Oh, really?
That's cool. That's fine.
Is that all right?
We're down with that. Of course, yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Of course. As you do. It's all right. Ian had to deal with that. His partner had a crush on someone, was it last week? Anyway, you told me that you're into vegan cooking.
Yes, I am. Just I'm about to make my own vegan cooking show.
Yeah. Tell us quickly about that.
Yeah, I just decided to do it like a few weeks ago because I'm just cooking all these amazing things every day, and I thought, well, I want to share that with people, and I'm sure there's lots of people that want to become like more plant-based in their diet and don't know what they should be cooking or how things can taste amazing. So I thought I might just give it a go and make some little videos and put them out there and see how it goes.
Brilliant. You'll have to keep us up to date with the links.
Yeah,
for sure. Definitely.
Thank
you. Yeah, we look forward to it. Okay, so we've got a couple of repeat returners to Homemade Jam Live. The lovely Heidi and Scott. I'm trying to remember which week you guys were, but you are back by popular demand, of course.
Lovely.
Yes.
3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, it was a while ago, wasn't it? Yeah. Absolutely killed it. Yeah.
We love it. Thank you for having us.
Oh, of course. Anytime. So give us a quick rundown on anybody who hasn't seen you guys before, musical influences and favorite gig.
Okay.
Influences is always a fun one.
Yeah.
Because
So
the list
many.
is extensive and eclectic.
Yeah, we've got an assortment. And it's really hard too, because when we write our own stuff, we often even have trouble pinpointing exactly what it is that we sort of sound like. We don't really know. I think last time we did have this question and I said something about how my mother was my biggest influence. And that's remains. We'll keep that. That's
Of course,
the same.
of course, yes.
We listen to a lot of we listen to the Beatles and
Yeah, Beatles, Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot back into 60s and 70s rock and roll.
Yeah.
But then, at the same time, Beats Antique and Grouch and Dub, and there's that electronic side of it as well, which has been creeping into our
stuff.
Yeah.
And we last time we talked about we had 2 favorite gigs, and I'm pretty sure we shared about playing at the grandmother's nursing homes. But the other one was when we were back in the States visiting Scotty's family, and his mum was going through treatment at the time for breast cancer. So we went along and played in one of the little what do you call those?
It was one of the chemo treatment booths. We just set up in one of the curtains drawn open.
Just played as loud as
music
we could.
for as long as my mom sat and had her chemo treatment.
The whole floor could hear it, so it was just lovely. There was this clapping happening.
It was beautiful because you we could only see maybe 1 or 2 people and the nurses station.
Yeah.
And I think it was like a U shape or a big oval shape or something. And you could just hear clapping coming around you. And it was just kind of like well.
Yeah.
Nice. Heartwarming moments.
Yeah.
Cool. And just a quick tip on Heidi and Scott. If you have actually tuned in and had a quick listen to the Spotify playlist, you are listed as North-South. Yes? Yeah. Yes, that's right. So if you jump on and get on to following if you follow the Spotify playlist, you will hear Heidi and Scott called North-South on there. So, yes, great to have you guys back. And last but absolutely not least, the amazing, beautiful Mikara Ann. Mikara has actually become part of our little family, hasn't she, Anne?
Yeah.
She's like our adopted daughter.
That's awesome. Yes, I'm going with that, definitely.
I love that.
Just as long
The
as
one that we have to ask because we don't really know anything about doing social media.
Yeah, I just don't want her turning up here asking for money. That's all. Dad.
Oh, why not?
I crashed the car.
With my
yeah.
track record.
Oh dear.
What happened?
Okay. Point noted.
Don't let me in a car.
Okay, so for those of you tuning in for the first time that are only just meeting Mikara Ann, you can tell us about your musical influences, Mikara Ann, and your favorite gig.
When I first started singing, it was kind of like Stevie Nicks. I love her. I think her sound is just spot on. And then I went through like the whole Taylor Swift phase, so she would probably be a pretty big influence, as I think most girls my age. And now it's kind of Lennon Stella. I think she's flawless. Like, her voice is just, I can't even comprehend it. And my favorite gig would probably be like one of my first ones. So I used to do country music. I went down to Tamworth for the first time, and I had no gigs lined up at all because I was probably like 17. I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. But I remember someone there knew me, like one of my friends was like, oh, she's really good, and was saying it, and they had an act to cancel, and they're like, yeah, get her up, and I did it, and it was like the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done, but it was pretty cool.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Still like one of my
Tamworth.
favorites. So
Fantastic. Cool. And for those of you who know, the last time Mikara was on the show, she fought to the death in the pick and won. So careful. And I see Lucy must have done a little bit of research because she's got a point winning. Is that a stuffed dog or a real one?
It's a polar bear.
It's a polar bear.
even better.
Real polar bear.
In Queensland.
Okay, because people have been known to pull out cute, fluffy animals to get votes. Anything pretty
Don't
much
give
goes.
away my
Cute,
secrets.
fluffy animals.
I do
Insert here.
have one.
Oh, hang on. Look what Mason's got.
Darling.
Hang on.
Oh, Mason. Who's this?
This is Josephine. She's only here because she'll start sniffing on the electrical equipment if I put her down. So
Oh, no, that's-
there's like a foot pedal and stuff behind me.
Don't
and if I let her down,
lie.
she's just gonna get all over
Trying
it.
to get votes.
Do the kiss me Josephine thing. Kiss me Josephine.
So thanks.
We've all got a
If I stop patting her at all, she will just like instantly go for the face.
Oh, I have one of
In
those.
time, so you have to constantly be scratching her back, or else she just goes for the face.
Oh, no, much.
Yeah, true. There you go.
Is that real?
It's not-
Oh, how's that? Oh,
Really
God, you
good.
have a border collie
It's a
too.
good start.
Puppy.
Cool. Like the reminder, folks at home and online, that that this is just a little practice round. They're practicing how to get your votes because very shortly we're going to start our first round. But before we do that, Ian, I probably should have G'd you up a little bit closer for this. We may or may not be ready to drop a bit of a bombshell about a new thing that we're going to be adding this week that we're very, very excited about. We had a little brainstorm and we came up with the idea of adding one song from one act a week that are under 18. So our young stars. So we're calling them junior jammers.
I like it.
And
it's good. It's good name.
so, and with the help of the lovely Deb Parsons, who, of course, if you're on the coast, you know she runs all the Circle of Sound Young Talent Nights. She's given us a great supply. And our first one up this week, and I'm not sure whether the boys are watching, are called the Marshall Boys. And they're 11, 14, and 15. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're to die for. And they've created a song called Lockdown, of course, very, very apt to the times. And they've got a really, really cool video clip. So we're going to play the whole clip on Sunday during the show. We're very excited to bring you the whole clip, but we thought we'd just give you a little sneak preview tonight. Are we ready to do that, Ian?
Yeah,
and then get into.
I've been rocking out to it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah,
you know
I
the sort of
love it,
music I
love it.
like, and I was just
Love
all
it.
over this. It's great.
Yes. So we're going to give you a little snippet of the boys playing Lockdown, and then we're going to get straight into round one, which is Bottom of the Jar. Yes? Can we do that? We're so organized.
Trapped in your heart, forced to be alone. One step on your lawn, a dozen dollars gone. Lockdown is the word they use. All made for center abuse. Wanna go to the beach, lay in the sand, get yourself a tan. Well, guess what? That's banned. You'll copy somewhere deep fine. That's terrorism across the line. He's in lockdown, she's in lockdown, you're in lockdown. The streets in lockdown, police to roam around in the streets of the town.
Homemade jam.
Bottom of the jar.
Homemade jam.
There it was, Lockdown. How much fun was that? But let's get to the point right now. We can discuss that, but I just want to talk about Bottom of the Jar. So exactly what goes on with that is we're going to be discussing the ins and outs of these people. We're going to throw up a scenario. If any of you have been in that scenario, if anything rings any bells, we want you to say, yes, me, and then you throw out your version of that scenario that happened to you, and people are just going to get to know you a little bit better. But while doing so, they're either going to love you or they won't, and they will vote accordingly. And the people with the most amount of votes will, of course, go on to the next round, or rather the person with the least amount of votes will not.
Okay, so we have G-Dog. G-Dog has the sheet. He is ready to do Mikara Ann's normal job of being the adjudicator. So he's going to come and let me know. No. You could slip the pen like a couple of times maybe. So folks at home, yeah, right. This is, we know how competitive you are. So this is the time, folks at home, throughout this round where every vote counts to get your favourite act through to the next round of Truth and Dare. Okay, so what's our first scenario, Ian?
Oh, okay. I thought you had this one, but I'll throw one up there. Has anybody ever... Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the Lockdown video we just watched. They've obviously taken something topical. They've gone straight out there and it's bang. It's already released. Have you ever been in a scenario, it doesn't have to be a political one or something like that, but it has been topical, where you've just felt so strongly about it that you've just suddenly written a song, or you've learned a song that someone else has written, and you've just been on the nose and you've thought, yeah, I'm in there.
Oh, Scotty's got his hand up.
Yeah, I can't see because he's behind the webcam side.
I was in Vanuatu. For the approach of Hurricane Pam, or Tropical Storm Pam, back in 2013, and I could see the clouds on the horizon. And in about 45 minutes to an hour, I had a song written called "The Storm," which
It's a really good song.
I don't know if I've actually released it.
I don't
but
think
we
you
did a
have.
bunch of recording with it when I was at uni.
Yeah.
But it
It's
was
definitely
one of
one we
those
should
like,
look up.
there's the storm. Let's write a song called "The Storm." Done with that song.
It's really good.
Yes. Brilliant.
We
awesome.
have to hear it now. Surely.
Lucy. Yes, you're going to have to get onto that. We'll have it on the playlist. Lucy.
Yes.
I was really following the story of the two men from the Bali Nine when they were in the jail there, and they were up for execution. And I was following the story so much, how they'd really changed in jail, and one of them had become a kind of a priest or something, and the other one was really getting into his art. And then they were still up for execution, and there was like this, everybody protesting against it, and sadly they did get shot. But I wrote a song called "Sleep Tight, My Angel" in honor of them. Yeah, and I just really felt connected to that. It just was really sad.
Wow.
One of those was a good friend of the lead singer of Temper Trap as well, wasn't he? I believe. Surprised they didn't do something about it. Lucy, you're better than Temper Trap.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful story. What about you, Mikara Ann?
I am a very emotional person, so I kind of try to steer clear of like really emotional, like things that can really do it, because I'll just bawl. Got animals everywhere. But yeah, so I don't really have too much of a story to do with that. I am far too emotional too.
Oh,
No, I'm down with that. I totally agree.
yeah.
Yeah, steer clear of emotions. Oh,
Look, she's getting emotional now. Come on, Mason, lighten the mood here. Mason,
don't ask me to lighten the mood. Oh god. I'll have to
It's not
completely change the
easier.
story I was going with if I have to lighten the mood. No,
No.
actually no. There's good ending after it. So I wrote a song. Correct me if I'm wrong. That we're playing it a little bit later as well. Let It Go.
yes, we are.
Yeah. So the song that'll get played later. It's based off men's mental health. And the topic of men's mental health. I have a very big passion for that. You know, working with Headspace and working with mental health for so long. You know, just a stigma around men. You know, not being emotive, having to be rock solid. You know, they can't cry or show any type of, you know, weak quote unquote emotions. It really got to me at a very young age, and I grew up, you know, going through that cycle of like what it was to be a man, because I grew up in a very female family, like aunties and grandmother and mother and stuff. So writing that song like was a bit of a journey of myself looking back at a lot of what I went through and thinking how would that affect someone else at this current generation of growing up being taught, you know, what it is to be a man kind of thing.
Awesome. Oh, we're going to pay much more attention now to the song, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we're going to be featuring that was a video made by Quizzy, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah,
Rowan.
that's the
Rowan?
one.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I've seen that actually. It's brilliant. Fantastic.
thank you.
So we'll be paying a bit more attention to that. Fantastic. That's everybody on that question. Are we having another one in this round?
Go on,
Ian?
Janice. Throw something at them.
How are we going for time? Sorry, I kind of missed this bit when I was panicking this afternoon about the internet.
All right, let's do something silly then. Shall I come up with a silly scenario? Have you ever been in a scenario on stage? Let me just cancel this. There we go. Have you ever been in a scenario on stage where you have, so literally the opposite, have you ever cracked up? Have you ever lost it and started laughing so much and you've had to stop or start again, or you've seen something just before you're about to go on? Or I'm just thinking back memories where I've had scenarios like that. So it's either been immediately after, immediately before, or even during.
Yeah. I could answer that, but I won't. Scotty.
So we were doing a gig. Was it up in Gladstone?
Am I in the story?
Yes.
I probably lost the plot. That's
No.
probably
So there's the song "Ho Hey,"
Oh yeah, Hi by the Lumineers.
and it's like a cutesy, lovey song. And I sing the first part of the verse, and then Heidi sings the second part of the verse, and then we harmonize for the chorus. But I stuffed up the words a little bit in my part of the verse. And Heidi just leans over between the two microphones and just repeats it to me.
But like again, I was
gangster rap.
like
Like a reverse teleprompter.
Oh, God. Like, just like giving me a little jab about screwing up the words. And I could not pull it together.
he was weeping. He was
for
weeping.
the whole rest of
And
the
he kept making it worse, because then every time he would cry, laugh, and then he'd pull it together and he'd look at me and go, and laughing his head off.
Red-faced, weeping, just trying to pull it together. Couldn't do it.
And then because he was laughing, I was laughing, and then that was it. We didn't sing the rest of the song. That was it.
Brilliant. Awesome. Who else has got one? Mikara Ann. I can't wait.
I feel terrible for this, but like I can't help it. I'm one of those people that laugh when people like hurt themselves, and like eventually I get there and I'm like, oh my god, okay. But I was in the middle of it was I remember it being a big song. It was something stupid, probably like Adele, It was like a big song, and I was like in the middle of like a big note, and someone at the bar was like drinking, and then they just fell. But like like fell and pulled the little like sticky thing that's on the bar where they sit the drinks. Like it was bad. There was drinks everywhere, and I was like, I couldn't do it, and I like just started laughing. And everyone knew what I was laughing at. And I think that made it worse. I looked like an awful person. Like, I was like, I couldn't stop. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was laughing whilst saying that I was sorry, but it was a bad time. I couldn't help it.
There's no coming back, was there?
There's not. And you try to do this like, oh, I'm such a lovely person. Like, everyone come like me. And then you lose it at someone like acting themselves. Like, oh. Anyway.
There you go. Lucy, have you got one?
Yeah, I'm sure I've got many. I've just gone blank. I can't remember.
Janice, do you want to throw up another one to see if we can get one more for Mason and Lucy to?
Well, I'll throw one in that respect, and it's if I'm going to actually, I don't care because I'm not getting voted for, but I do because it's really bad. I actually wet myself on stage laughing at a guy. I like literally had to go back and get changed because he was like, he was running and he was like dancing like twice as fast as everybody. Saying, I'm fast dancing, I'm fast dancing, I'm fast dancing, I'm fast dancing. And I just lost it to the point where I went.
Oh no!
First part was actually at Twin Towns too. So
oh,
yeah,
Jack. Oh no!
So on that note, either Mason or Lucy, have you ever had a crazy dancer that you've really enjoyed? Or I actually had someone that fully flashed me once. Have you ever been flashed?
We've had
No, not yet.
I've played at a festival where everybody was naked.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Go on,
But
tell us more.
I was too
And that's enough.
by the end. So I just, if you can't beat them, join them, and it was great. But not
Exactly.
like, it was like a nudist kind of young
Camp.
naturist festival, and it was like so magical and amazing. But yeah,
Yeah, you kind of suddenly go, you guys have actually got this right.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was great.
Yeah. And may or not have played at a few of those, but what was this? I'm giving away way too much tonight. Have we had everybody answer this one yet? Mason, are you still
Nakedness, dancers, anything.
It was funny. Okay, so I do have one, but it's not. It's funny, really funny to me, but it just makes me seem really like batshit crazy at the same time.
Yes, that's what we want. Yes.
I had a gig at in Tamworth this year, and it was about nearly 2 hours out in a small town outside of Tamworth. You know, Tamworth does satellite gigs, so there's different venues in different towns doing gigs. I was meant to do this gig, and then I think the day of the gig, my ride, because I wasn't driving at this point, pulled out. So I was like, shit, I can't get to the gig, blah, blah, blah. And then we called him like, hey, I might not be able to get to, and he really needed me to do this gig. So he was like, dude, we need you to play this gig. We need someone here for the patrons. So they ended up getting their courtesy bus to drive 2 hours to pick me up to take them there. And we're going, it's fine, it's nice weather, and then suddenly it just gets pretty like dark out. There's like dark clouds, start raining just a little bit. We get there, he's like, hey buddy, how you doing? Thanks so much for coming. Currently there's a nationwide power out. So, and at that point, I think I kind of just like snapped in my head, and I kind of just fell through just like complete like what kind of night has this turned into. But it turned into a pretty good night. We were just drinking and eating most of the night. So I was just full of laughs.
So it was worth the trip out there.
Yeah, it was like I don't know why I felt it was so funny. I just thought that everyone
You're on a road to nowhere, the gig that never happens.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, loving it. Hey, I reckon sorry.
I thought that was going to end in somebody naked, so I was like, whoa.
I don't remember most
I
of it.
honestly did too.
There's parts that were there that may have happened.
Yeah, I distinctly think it did, but he just didn't tell us.
Yeah, right. Maybe I'll leave that to the viewer.
Imagination. The country towns can definitely be the craziest gigs.
They're rowdy for sure.
Oh, yeah, they
bloody
are.
rowdy people. But they're good people, but they're rowdy.
Absolutely. Hey, I reckon that we should probably leave it at that for the round one, Ian. I
think so.
reckon that we can give it another minute or so, so G-Dog can tally up some votes, and come back. Yeah. So
we're gonna bring it back. So we'll go to the video and then we'll come back.
Yeah,
these poor people will have to sit there and go, "Is it me? Is it me?"
Well, that's what we do. We'll tell you after the break.
Nice. I like it. I watched too much
Is it gonna
ABC,
be?
not enough Channel 7, obviously.
Yeah, exactly right. Text us now. Yeah, the suspense is that we're going to throw to, I believe, Lucy, do you want to tell them about this gorgeous video of yours?
Yeah, sure. The song of the video is called Sunshine, and the video was filmed in LA, and my friend's daughter is playing a mini version of me, and we just want to bring sunshine into people's lives. So I'm like this magical creature, and she like comes out of nowhere, and I give her all these sunflowers, and she gives them out to sad people in the streets. So it's
beautiful. Yeah, I loved it. I watched it today. I was like, oh, that's
thank you.
A spreader of sunshine. Yes, I'm sure everybody's going to love it. So whilst we take a little short break and we get to know Lucy a little bit better, we're going to tally up these votes, and on the other side, we're going to see who stays in for round 2, Truth or Dare. Aren't we? I've been trying to keep one eye on.
Take away my pain. Oh, please have mercy on us all. Take away our pain. Take away my pain. And give me sunshine, take away my pain. And give me moonlight, take away my pain. And give me good love, take away my pain. And give me sunshine. All I need is a sunshine, sunshine. All I need is a sunshine, sunshine. All I need is a sunshine, sunshine. Sunshine, take away our pain, and give us moonlight, take away our pain, and give us good love, take away our pain, and give us sunshine. All I need is a sunshine, sunshine. All I need is a sunshine, sunshine. All I need is a sunshine, sunshine. Take away our pain. Have mercy, take away our pain. Take away our pain. And give us sunshine. Take away our pain. And give us moonlight. Take away our pain. And give us love. Take away our pain. Come on now. Have mercy on us all. Come on now. Come on now, let's rise up, let's be strong. Come on now, let's have faith, we do belong. All we need is the sunshine.
There's a planet out there.
Homemade jam.
And welcome back. Oh dear, my audio's gone. No, my audio's working. There we go. Welcome back, of course, to The Pick. I'm sat here, I'm waiting. We've got some of the people back, as you can no doubt see above me. Mikara's back, and Mason's back, and Scott and Heidi are back, but we've lost a couple. But that's all right, we'll get them back in here. We do need, most definitely, Janice, because she's got all of the votes. However, having said that, no, we've definitely lost her. So I might have to get on the text line to see what's going on. Either that, or we just accept that Lucy, who's not here either, maybe she's gone, I don't know. The tension is killing me. No, I've just seen a Lucy, so stand by and we'll bring her on. Everybody, how you feeling you're doing so far? Do you reckon have you got this in the bag? See, we don't know. Has she got it? Mikara, did you do a stream just before this one?
I go live every Wednesday.
I see. It's that old chestnut. Yes.
I didn't actually plug it though. At the end, I was just like,
Well, the excitement... Oh, hang on. And there we go. There was an audio issue. Sorry, so nobody actually heard you there. But the excitement is over because Janice has now joined us. Janice, do you have the results?
I do. They're on my hand. And, you know, can you hear me? Yes?
Yes,
Everyone?
yes.
People at home here. Okay. So that was intense. Intense. Now, the weird thing is, like, Ian did this crazy thing yesterday, obviously, where he put up a poll when he put up the event. And you guys went absolutely crazy on that, which was awesome. And in technical terms of that poll, the winner was definitely Lucy from my last look. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes, you were in the 200s
by a
or so.
whisker.
It was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Yeah. So the confusing thing about that was that I think that Lucy's fans thought that they'd voted for her already. So unfortunately what's happened tonight is that they've kind of dropped the bundle. So unfortunately at this point, Lucy is going to the green room, but you can come back for our next round, which is the jam. So don't go too far. We'd love to have you back on, help out with some topics for our last round. Is that cool?
Am I on this? I can't see myself here.
Oh, yes, you are. You're just beneath me.
Oh, okay. Because I can't find you guys. Okay, so shall I go off for a while and then come back?
We'll put you in the green room. So in the green room, you'll notice there's all sorts of things. It's nice. There's one of those, you know, the dartboards. They're not the pointy ones. They're just the Velcro ones. And there's a big bowl of lollies in the corner. There's...
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just
Before
can't
you...
find where this thing is, where the Zoom... Oh, there it is. I found you. Okay. I was just...
In the meantime, though... Well,
okay.
yeah, but ironically, you won the poll, so you're still a winner.
Yes.
You're still an absolute winner. Yes, so,
You're tied with yourself.
absolute winner. Yes. So,
Okay.
but I'm going to collectively say that absolutely love that video. So glad
Thank
that we
you.
got to feature that. Yeah,
Thanks so
don't go
much.
too far. We will get you back to help us out with the jam, and so people can get to know you a little bit more as well.
Okay.
Thanks, Lucy.
Thanks,
Bye.
Lucy. Mwah.
Poor Lucy, she's gone. She's in the waiting room, but don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, the fun is not over. In fact, far from it, because it is now time for me to push some buttons.
Homemade jam.
Truth or dare?
Homemade jam.
That's correct. It is now time for Truth or Dare. So what this boils down to is you obviously have unusual lives. You're musicians, you know, it's not your normal humdrum job that you would have, and therefore I'm imagining you've had some unusual situations or things happen to you. What I want you to do right now is tell us about one of those situations. Now, you have two choices in this round. You can choose to tell completely the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, or you can dare to throw in a little lie. And if you really want, you can just make the whole thing up. So that's how we play Truth or Dare. Janice, what's the order? What's going on?
I was just checking to make sure everyone could hear us. Whoop. Ding. There you go. Round
Ding,
one.
round two. It's really good. Keep it in. I like it.
I didn't even mean that. So this round does not depend on votes. It literally just depends on you surviving the round. Yes, Mikara and Heidi and Scott, you've seen or done this before. So Mason, basically, like Ian said, we get you to tell a story, and the other people need to decide whether you're telling the truth or not.
Okay.
So which one of you would like to go first?
We can go first if you like. Yeah, why not?
Go
Do
for
it.
Should we tell the
Oh,
Gallant story?
right. Oh, yeah. Well, there are several we could tell.
Tell the good one.
Ooh.
Sorry, we didn't prepare for this, so.
Naked guy.
Do you want me to play some background music so nobody can hear you?
We got it.
Okay.
Okay, so we were in
Gladstone.
Gladstone.
We were playing the RG in Gladstone
Yes,
maybe
yes.
a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's all right.
It was okay. I used to live there, and it's actually there's lots of good people.
It's
I'm
actually
kidding. I'm
funny
kidding. I do
because
I like Gladstone. I've got lots of friends in Gladstone. We've got people watching in Gladstone. Love Gladstone.
That's right. Yeah.
that
Happy
gig
rock.
used to go nuts, and this street taps into that.
Yep.
There was a guy, and I don't know if we didn't know who he was. None of Heidi's friends knew who he was.
He was just having a really, really good night.
the best night.
Yeah.
He was having the best night.
Yeah.
So at the time,
Maybe a psychedelic night. Or...
Potentially.
maybe actually.
Potentially.
So at the time, we were playing on a stage, and in front of the stage was 2 pool tables.
I think there were like
side
4.
by side.
No, there were 4 pool tables. 4. They were just pushed
So
all of them out.
they just pushed them all up against the stage. So there was like a barrier
And we
between
were-
the people and
Yeah.
the edge of the stage.
Yeah.
And
Safe.
this
Safe.
guy went on a wild trajectory on the night. He started with in the background getting really into it.
Mhm.
Then he came up to the front getting really into it.
Yep.
Then he was like reaching across and banging on the pool tables, which were covered with
Really into
plywood.
it. Really into it.
Then he started screaming, and he would do things like this. He'd bang, bang, bang on the table and just go, "Hey, hey!"
And that's it.
And that was it. And then he came up onto the stage
While Scotty's playing the
in the middle of the
guitar and
song,
singing,
and he puts
like,
his mouth.
I'll do it. I'll
like,
do it. I'll
yeah,
do it. Hey, you're awesome.
like coming around in front of me, like
It was too much. But the best part about this is by the end of the night, he was completely naked. Naked,
in the
Naked.
RG, naked.
naked, dancing.
That's very brave.
It was inappropriate.
He got asked to leave swiftly.
Immediately.
Cool. All right. That's
I just
Okay.
like the banter between the two of them. I don't care if it's true or not. Heidi's there going, shh, shh, shh. No, I'll tell this bit. Hang on.
Yeah, well, if you both talk, never mind.
It's very good.
okay. So Mason and Mikara, each of you need to decide: are they telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth, or are they
I mean, I
daring?
hope so, because that'd be epic.
I'm gonna go with it's true because it'd be a sick story to be true.
Yeah, I'm gonna say true as well.
Double true. What do we reckon? Should we throw to them?
Absolutely. Heidi, Scott.
All truth.
Yeah.
Oh,
2 points each.
That's a sick
Ding, ding.
story. That's a cool story.
ooh, yes. That's yeah.
I'm actually so glad that was true, to be honest.
Oh my gosh.
That
it was
is
so-
amazing.
I was
It was-
skeptical on the naked bit, but then you just got to go with it.
No, it's glad.
Yeah.
100%.
It's
100%.
It's Gladstone, of course.
They just stumbled over to the reef and everything kept going.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You could just look at each other and go, "Hey,
Hey,
hey!"
you're awesome.
I do
I
believe
love that.
we have a word for people like that. It's spelt ASKHOLE, ask hole.
No, didn't.
That's not usually when they're asking for a request. It just
Yeah, yeah.
continuously, like
totally different.
Nothing.
This was
Yeah.
just love.
Love. Naked
just
love.
funny. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Stunning.
We should
Cool.
all have one of them.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, ooh, even Stevens.
Yeah. Who'd like to go
So,
next?
Oh, I don't really mind. I can go next. Well, I don't. Yeah,
you know how to play this game, Makarian.
I definitely
learning.
do.
I'm learning as I go.
Be nice.
I don't
Be
we
nice.
played this game, so I don't understand how
totally
points
did.
happen. How do the points happen?
One each. They both got it correct.
Because we got it correct,
right.
we get a point.
But you gets it right or wrong. Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm not very good at this. I'm very gullible.
I'm
So-
not.
Sorry, my dog's going mental. One time I did a gig on the sunny coast, and I was like a gig you could take your dog to, and I'm stupidly obsessed with my dogs. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to take my dog. What could go wrong? Like nothing at all. Like it's gonna be amazing. Like they're so well behaved at home. And yeah, I put them on a lead and I wrapped it around my ankle. And then
What could go wrong?
Piper like took off and like just took me with her, and I'm holding my guitar. I'm like, ah.
Oh,
Yeah. It was
no.
great fun. Needless to say, I don't take my dogs to gigs anymore. I can't stress that enough. Unless you have someone there to look after them, do not wrap them around your ankle.
Oh, is this true or is it false? Mason, Heidi and Scott? Now be careful because she may have only had to change one detail for it not to be.
There's a lot of details that you could change. The amount of dogs she took, which dog pulled her leg.
I think the detail is that she still does take dogs to gigs.
Or maybe. Like, I'll just put them against a pole next time.
Yeah.
I want to say true.
I'm going to say it's true.
I'll
Yeah.
say true.
Yeah,
We'll say
We'll say true.
true.
I'll second it.
Mikara.
It's actually false. She didn't pull me off the chair. She just kind of like was just running at people. I still don't take dogs to gigs anymore. She was like running at people. Like it was a nightmare.
I told you, devil's in the detail, guys. Devil's in the detail.
So far,
Ooh,
Mason's winning.
So
Look
far.
I don't remember you saying you fell off the chair.
I
good,
did.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she said she fell off and the guitar went up and blah. Whoosh.
Okay, so far we've got Mason's got two right.
Mm. One
Now
here,
that means
one
that
here, one there.
you are actually safe. You are in the jam. You are in the
Let's
final
go.
round.
Well, what if
So-
everybody
and I
else gets
and
this
I can
one
say
right?
whatever I want right now. You'll have no.
Absolutely.
I'm here safe and it's my turn. Oh gosh.
Absolutely.
Look out.
No, I'm kidding.
We're all
Okay.
doomed.
Mason, tell us a story.
Okay, story. I have one in mind. So it was Gallant Music Festival last year. Was it last year? Yes, it was last year because this year hasn't happened. It was Gallant Music Festival last year. I wasn't playing the festival, but I was playing King's Beach Tavern across the road from the festival. I always play the Saturday across the road after the festival finishes, because the festival finishes like 10 or 11 or something, and then I
Yep.
play after till like 1 or 2 a.m. And I'm playing. It's just the usual set. There's like a big rooms, like maybe 200 capacity or something. It's just like an L-shaped bar, and I'm in the corner
Yep.
so the L can see. This dude with this huge afro walks in, and another dude with a slightly smaller afro, but also an afro. You know, they're like, they're pimped out. Like open collared shirt, the hair, the afros, the afro comb, big sunnies. He's walking, he's styling, he's walking through. I'm like, I know who these people are, but I could not remember for the life of me, like exactly. And my grandmother, who always comes to my gigs, is looking at me, and she's like pointing at them, like, "Do you know what that is?" And I was like, "I don't know."
I
I'm
think
still
I know where
playing.
you're going here.
Yeah, I think so. So I finished that part of the set. I get off, and my grandmother comes up to me. She's like, "That's Prince's band. They're playing at Caloundra this year. That's Prince's band. They just walked in." And it was the current singer for Prince's band and the guitarist for Prince's band. So my grandmother, being the person she is, decided to just walk up to them and be like, "Hi, do you want to sing at my grandson's set?" And get up and jam. So I don't know how she convinced them, but the singer and the guitarist both came up. The guitarist is left-handed. I'm playing a right-handed guitar, but he didn't give two shits. He just grabs the guitar, turns it over, and we just start jamming. Me and Prince's band, yeah.
Wow. Well, Prince was actually quite renowned for that. Whenever he was in Australia, he would turn up at people's gigs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But
it was
anyway,
awesome.
I'm staying out of it. I'm just going to go
what do you think? Did I
What
lie?
do you think?
Oh, that's
Is
good.
it true? Great story, though. Love it.
Okay,
I have
team.
no idea.
I can see.
I mean, it's like 50-50. Like, I have a
really is.
50% chance of getting this right.
Yeah.
It really is 50-50, eh?
I thought you. Yeah, I'm going to shut up.
These two are
Laughter.
conferring.
Oh yeah,
I
phone a
don't have
friend.
any-
Phone a friend.
Can
Phone
I
a friend.
You have cute puppies.
Yeah, they're not going to help me with.
Just,
What do you think?
Mikara,
Confer with your
just
dog.
lean that way a little bit and I'll whisper.
Oh, there you go. Wrong way, wrong way. There
No,
we go.
that's it. No, that's right. Go that way. Go the other way. No, the other way.
You didn't tell me shit.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
Bad dad. Bad dad.
Oh God, he had an answer, but then he
Dad, come on.
No, I don't know.
See, you know what's tricky is
Hmm.
I want to say true, but because you can just tweak one little part.
Like my brain initially went, maybe they both didn't have afros. Maybe only one of them had an afro.
It's so
All
hard.
right, yeah. Maybe that little detail.
It was the afro thing.
Maybe it was wearing a hat.
You know?
Oh my god.
Maybe you recognize them and your grandma didn't. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Did you
I don't know.
Did you
I
just
don't
find
know.
that?
True.
Maybe
I would
maybe
say
it wasn't grandma. Maybe it was mum.
true. Oh my gosh.
You're just like,
Get your Sherlock caps on. Where's Watson?
That's why we have bottom of the jar first, so everybody gets to know everybody. You should know Mason well enough now.
False.
Obviously.
True. False. We're gonna say false.
We're going with false.
Okay.
I'm going to just say, I have no idea. So I'm going to go different and say true, just so like one of us
Ooh.
gets.
That makes sense.
All right.
Gee, wow.
Well,
Mason.
I was about to go play my snare drum and do a little roll, but it's,
Yeah, do it.
yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
go on,
do
go
it.
on,
do
get
it.
it.
it's packed away. I'd have to get it out.
Ah,
So it's true. It's true.
Oh.
Yeah, they were just
That's
having
a-
dinner,
That's
and
insane.
they ended up walking in for dinner. And just after dinner, my grandmother went over and like, you should meet my grandson. And they were kind of watching for a little bit, and I guess they were like, this kid's cool. So they ended up coming up, and they were he started singing one of Prince's songs.
Wow.
cool.
See, I thought you were going to say Tower of Power. I was like,
Oh, dude, either two would have been amazing. I love TP.
yeah. So, yeah, well, there you go. Where does that leave us? It leaves us with
Well, I do believe
Mason.
Heidi and
and-
Scott are out.
Yeah, we won
Bum,
sometimes.
bum.
You gotta give everyone,
Dong.
you know, don't want to stack it, you know?
This is true.
Right.
There's something very unusual going on here. So I think Heidi and Scott did very well in the poll as well, didn't you?
They absolutely did. Things
Yeah.
are just flipped on their ear tonight, haven't they? They've really flipped on their ear.
It's when you have the face there, it all changes.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
You're just saying that
Playing
because
the
you got a
I
cute
blame it on the
face, Mason.
dogs.
No.
It's all the dogs. No one saw them in the poll, but I bet if they did, I would have done a lot better.
I would have voted for you.
You got to change your
It's
profile.
the
Profile pic.
dogs.
There's-
Just my dogs. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, are you voting for Mikara? Or are you voting for this dog?
No, you don't even have to be in it. Just,
Yeah,
just
you're just voting.
yeah, exactly. I was saying I'll leave it to them. Like, they're the star of the show.
Yeah, right.
There's something about a dog and a pole that's not going well for me. But...
Touche. Well said. Yes.
Okay, well, so Heidi and Scott, you don't have to go far because we're going to keep you guys in and we're going to bring Lucy
yeah.
back because
I can't find Lucy. She's gone.
we have. She's gone, has she?
Yeah. Lucy, if you are still watching, if you can please enter the meeting again and we'll bring you back because we're going to need you for this next round. Can I hit my buttons yet, Janice? Please.
Yeah, just, or if you
All
like,
right.
yeah, go for it.
All right, I'll
no,
do
no,
it.
that's fine.
Can I do it?
Go for it.
I'm doing
Do
it.
it.
I'm doing
Do
it.
it. Go in.
Homemade jam!
The jam.
Homemade jam!
That's correct. It is now time for the jam.
The jam.
And what happens in the jam is basically quite simple. We're going to jam. That's right. We're going to get the two remaining artists to, we're actually going to change it up a little bit this week, because what we want to do is come up with a scenario for them to jam about, and I'm sure we can think of a few things. We would also like Heidi and Scott and Lucy, if we can get her back, to throw suggestions. And not only that, I would also like the people on Facebook to comment and send out suggestions. It could just be the key that the song's in. It could be the actual lyrics that we're singing about. It could be the style of song, so the genre. It's entirely up to you on Facebook, and of course the remaining people in the group. So please,
Mason, just a heads up, if it's a hard key, I can't do it. You might need to get a guitar.
Hang on. We're actually changing it up a little bit tonight, Mikara. Yes. We're going to go one and then the other, rather than trying to get everybody on one, because of the lag of Zoom. So you're going to go a little verse, and then the other person's going to do a verse. Yeah. And then the other person's going to do it.
Guitars. I don't know if you heard that.
Go on, we can hear you. I want to know, actually, Mason, are you set up like that with the mic because of your work, or are you like a hardcore gamer?
Hardcore gamer.
Yeah. Headphones.
Oh, I still use it for music purposes, of course, but I'm a blatantly hardcore video gamer.
It was the headphones that gave it away, I'll be honest.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All the Fandangled fancy stuff.
Sorry, I'm just messaging Lucy.
That's all right. I'll tell you what, I'll start out. What we're going to do right now is we need Heidi and Scott. What's been going on with you in the past week? What's, is there anything that's really got your goat or got you excited that you want these guys to sing about? Mm-hmm.
I got one.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching the teenage children.
Teaching them?
Homeschool.
My boys are home. They're home, and unfortunately they're not independent enough to do the work themselves.
Yes.
So it's I took a year off teaching so that I could stay home and teach my own children.
I actually made an entire news segment with my son the other day because of a homeschooling project.
Extremely good.
And Janice, you can relate to this.
It was
He
amazing.
said, Dad, it was supposed to take 20 minutes. You got carried away. You always get carried away. I'm like, yeah, that could be a problem of mine.
just a bit, but it was very worth it. It was fantastic. I did get the preview of it. And, it's basically the total chip off the block. That was. Yeah.
I'm a very proud dad. Very proud.
It's either that or I'm getting so fat because I'm in quarantine. It's not funny.
Ooh, now there's a good theme for a song.
Well, let's see what Lucy has to suggest as well. She's got some ideas. We'll go with that. We'll just get Lucy back in very quickly.
Oh, she's there?
Yeah, we've got her.
Fantastic.
Lucy, welcome back.
Yay, Lucy.
Just connecting audio. Welcome back. Can we ask your advice, please?
Yes. Me?
Cool. Yes, you. Yes. So right now, both Mikara and Mason, they're going to be singing songs. But what we want you to do, so Heidi and Scott have already suggested something about teaching teenagers or else putting on weight while you're in lockdown. Do you have any suggestions for the song that they can make up for this final round? The Jam. Can you actually say The Jam with your accent as well? Because you'll be just as good as me. I reckon it'll be good.
No.
No, that's good. No. But yeah, go on. Hit us up with some song
That's
ideas.
a burn.
It was.
Yeah. That was like a high five. Nah.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I don't high five. Come at me with that.
Sorry.
What? A song about putting on weight?
No,
So
you've
just
got
a quick.
come up with an idea.
No. Just a topic.
Oh, I've got to come up with an idea.
Mm.
Playing in front of 100 naked people.
For the life of Lucy.
Or playing in front of 100 people, and then you look down and you realize that you're naked.
I'm too method for that. I'd have to actually get naked to be able to write that song.
Oh, bring it on. Sorry, maybe semi? I don't know. Okay, so just for the folks at home back at this point, I know it's all gone downhill. See, this is why we're not having the kids on the pick.
Yes, that's good. I see.
Kids have seen naked bodies.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Yes.
Just not on TV, all right?
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
So just to qualify for everybody online, this is back to voting, and I should actually stress that out to G-Dog, who's back out in the studio here at in Coolum, just in the other room. G-Dog, this is where you start counting again. So because the jam is going to be the decider of who is our leading song on Sunday, who is going to win the pick.
Who's feeling brave? Who'd like to go first? Mason, Mikara? Have you got any ideas for lyrics yet? Have you got? Do we have a genre or a key?
Probably playing the same key would be good.
Yeah.
Oh, you've put your effects on.
Yeah, sure. What key do you want to?
Oh no, I just plugged in my normal microphone. I can turn the effects off.
No, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
I can come over here and do loopy stuff.
Oh,
He's ready to go.
stop, Mason.
Yeah, he's like on the ball, isn't he?
I'm done now.
I think the style of music, because we've had a lot of reggae, haven't we, every time? So I think we can mix it up this time. I think, can we have something country? I always say no country, but that's just me being silly. I don't mind a bit of country.
Black metal.
Or black metal, yeah. It's up to you.
What was the
Topics?
Yeah.
Nakedness.
I heard one topic. Was there more than one?
Yeah,
yes,
you can either...
Lucy's got naked. Oh, serious. What was yours again, Lucy? Tell the guys.
It's either like playing in front of 100 people and then looking down and realizing you're completely naked and the embarrassment you feel, or however you feel. It doesn't have to be embarrassment.
No.
Yeah.
Freedom you feel.
Freedom, yeah.
Okay.
I just love the fact that sing
however,
rhymes
you
with
could be
ding-a-ling.
paranoid. You could be paranoid about the fact that it's after lockdown and you've put on 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or what else? Scott and Heidi. What else do you, or teaching your kids at home?
Yeah. I feel like I ate too much cheesecake is probably more widely understood at this point.
I missed the pub.
Oh yeah, I missed the pub.
Oh,
I
yeah.
missed the pub. That's the one.
That
That's
would
our
be my
one.
topic. I missed the pub.
I missed the pub. That's our topic.
I miss random strangers.
You don't like me?
No, I love it. We encounter random strangers together.
Lockdown is tough.
It is. Should we go ladies first? Are you ready, Mikara?
You would. I can be.
Yeah, go on.
We're going. How about we be kind and just keep it in C? Yeah.
Oh, I was
Down
going.
E flat.
Oh, C. I forgot my guitar is detuned. C. There we go.
Nice.
See. I'm sick of waking up every morning, staring at the same floors, and all I wanna do is get out and go to somewhere I can drink with you, and maybe see a friend or two at a local pub. I'll take you down the road. So I can get way too drunk.
All right. We're gonna hand to Mason then. We're gonna hand to Mason.
I don't know. I can't think. My brain doesn't think under pressure.
I couldn't even think country.
Yeah, I know. All right, country music. Okay, at least I can do that. 'Cause
And you want to go to the
that's
pub?
the whole thing. And I want to go to the pub and
Yep.
and.
But you
less
forget to
fat.
take your clothes with you.
That.
Oh, I
You get
forgot
there
to
and you
get
realise
naked
there's no
in mine.
clothes.
Okay, so I need to be less fat. I need. I'm naked, and I'm going to the pub. So I'm jogging naked to the pub to get a beer.
We're streaking.
Okay.
Streaking. So I'm streaking to the pub. I'm streaking to the.
It's hard once you start, hey.
Alright, I'm gonna be stupid. I'm gonna go to the relative minor because I don't know how to do C. But it's still technically correct. Streaking to the pub. I'm on my way. I'm gonna get a beer. fast. I'm streaking to the pub to get a beer at last. I'm running around.
Streaking to the pub.
What do I do when I get to the pub?
You're right. You're right.
That's good.
Corona, not COVID-19. The liquor kind of fine. The one I'm empty. I don't know. Here we go.
That was actually so good.
Yeah, Mason wrote a whole bloomin' song for crying out loud.
Amazing. Mason, you should record that, and we should make that a homemade jam group song that we all do, like
Streaking at the pub. Streaking at the
Yeah,
pub.
just like Joe Man Murphy's song at the start. We'll do the group thing. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Nice.
right. Streak into the pub. Brought to you by Homemade Jams.
A
collaborative
brought to
effort.
you by Mason.
Collaborative effort.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to go out and confer with G-Dog on the votes that have come through. So
While you do, what I'd like to do is just get all the information off everybody. So everybody that's watching at home, no doubt they do want
I'll be
to
back.
find information out about everybody that's here. So let's just go around in the corner, and if you can just tell everybody, you know, what your Facebook is, if you've got any songs coming out, if you've got any videos that you want people to watch, if you just whatever information that you want to share right now, now's your time. This is your platform. Let's go to Mason. Let's start with Mason.
Sure. You can find me at Mason Hope on Facebook, on Instagram, on Bumble. I don't know, all those type of things. I'm currently working on a project called the King's Cross series, which is a series of songs about King's Cross, where my family all grew up in King's Cross. So I've got lots of stories that I've been told about places like a nightclub called the Paradise, where there was some female entertainers doing things, and we won't talk any further.
Is that when you first got on Bumble?
Yeah, that's when I first. Yeah. But songs like that. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. So yeah, you can check that all out on Mason Hope on any socials.
Awesome. And
All right,
Lucy?
I'm going to have to watch that back.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why it just went on me. So it's me now. Okay.
It's you.
It's you. Yeah, you can find me on my Facebook page is Lucy Gallant Music, and everything else is Lucy Gallant. I've got a new album that came out last year, and it's called Darkness to Light, and you can stream it on Spotify, or you can download it on all the online stores or Bandcamp and everything. And yeah, just YouTube, all of it there.
On that note, I did update the Spotify playlist and put it up onto the Facebook page. Did I? Did I do that?
Yeah.
Hopefully
so.
I did.
Yes.
With Lucy and Mason and Joe Man Murphy as well on there. So follow that and give it a share. I'm absolutely loving that. It goes for hours. I know you're not a fan of Spotify, Ian, but you know, I mean, I do pay the subscription, so I'm happy to lovely just download what I who we're having on here. So it's fantastic. Okay, here's
Can we throw to
the
Heidi and Scott, and then quickly to Mikara,
sorry.
and they can do that thing. Go on, Heidi and
Be
Scott.
quick because sorry, I'm going to actually say hold it for a second because we're going to run out of time and it's a tie, so we need to get a winner.
Okay.
Just because we've only got a few minutes left. Sorry, we will do it. Just
All right, we need a tie.
Yeah, you know what we need. We need the.
We need the
Can I
one.
just say, I've been.
Your mic's very low. You
Oh.
do the thing.
No, not you.
With the
Me.
WhatsApp.
Switch over.
Is it?
I've been on before and I won last time, so I would like to
Oh,
I
she's
would like
bowing
to-
out.
hand it over to Mason.
Oh,
Wins by default are the best wins.
so Stephen Bradbury.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go. That it saved you. I was trying to do the guess that riff.
Oh,
thing
yeah.
to you.
I've only got an electric,
yeah.
not an acoustic plugged in here as well today.
Okay,
I've been
that's all right.
rocking
Well,
out.
Mikara's given it over to Mason, so that's fine. So quick, go for your socials, Heidi and Scott.
Yes.
Yes, excellent. So we are on Facebook, Heidi and Scott Acoustic Duo, and the other name North South is all one word. That's what we were trying to kind of create our originals as. But if you just find Heidi and Scott on any
you can find all relatable links through there.
Through Heidi and Scott.
We also have a website.
HeidiandScott.com.
Nice.
Bam. That was the website. Stolen with Thunder.
And Mikara, the beautiful Mikara, who's just given it away out of having such a gorgeous heart. And lovely makeup tonight, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
I try. Yeah, I'm just at Mikara Ann for everything. Pretty basic. But I'm on YouTube, Facebook. I go live 3 times a week. So if you guys are missing out on live music and want to see some, come check me out.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, for taking part in the pick. It's a big deal for you to take all this time out of your week. And then, of course, you're doing also the same thing on the Sunday. So we're all very much looking forward to that. So it's 3 p.m.
Oh, it's such a good week. Such a good week.
Awesome, isn't it? So what we will do now, Janice, would you like to, have you got anything else to wrap up with? And then I think we'll leave it over to Mason to
I've
talk
got
us
way
out.
too many things, but so I won't worry. I'll just put them on the Facebook page. Yes, the first set of merch is on its way. You will have it soon. It's in printing. If you haven't seen it yet, go onto the website, which is homemadejamlive.com, and have a look through. We've got hoodies for this nice, cool kind of weather, t-shirts, all that kind of stuff that you can grab to support. It's keeping this going. Otherwise, yes, we're looking forward to the Marshall Boys. We'll be showing that whole video on Sunday afternoon. And I'm going to throw over to the awesome Mason Hope to tell us a bit more about this video clip that we're going to go out on this evening. And we will see you all at 3 p.m. on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, sure. Let It Go is about men's mental health and being able to break the stigma of what it is to be a man. You know, men aren't allowed to cry stereotypically, they're not allowed to show emotion. So I guess this is a bit of a message to any young man out there that is a little bit confused on, you know, mentally where he should be at. It's okay to be able to open up and experience things and tell people about those experiences. So you're not in alone. So many people have been going through it. So yeah, this is Let It Go. Mental health affects people from all walks of life, and we all need to reach out for help sometimes. So please check out the links at the end of this video. Cherish the moments that make you smile. Don't let those memories slip. And happiness will last for a while, but only if you let it. The pain hurts more when you push it down, and rage and anger will take you over. But if you allow yourself to feel, you free yourself from that chip on your shoulder. So bring it up, let it out, let the whole world see you now. The time and place to really let it go. When it's done, you finally feel home. Then they'll say you really stole the show. So let it go. So let it go. There's nothing wrong with a man crying out for some help, someone to lean on when he can't stand, someone
hard to speak when he can't hear himself.